Yeah, I'm tired too.
What's up, everyone? We got Will ND here with Jeffrey from Only Talk Sports, and today we're talking Big Ten. We've talked ACC, we've talked SEC, but now we're going Big Ten, and should be an interesting conference with some storylines, especially can Penn State get over the top, and will Illinois actually be up to the hype?
Mm. Absolutely excited to do this with you, Will. I've really wanted to talk about the Big Ten. Obviously, the Big Ten and the SEC, the two big conferences now, is for all the hype and attention. And there's a lot of storylines because even though it's always Ohio State, it's always Michigan. This year it could be a little different. You never know. State, a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving pieces from last year's team gone, and they got question marks. Michigan's got tons of question marks after the semi-rough season they had last year. Penn State, is it their year finally to win the Big Ten? I mean, we've been asking forever. Oregon's in the mix, Indiana, Illinois. It's an interesting conference to look at because I don't think it's like set in stone who's going to win the league or who's going to be the best team in the league this year. Definitely a lot of question marks with those top teams, and I'm excited to get into it with you.
So we're gonna look at the polls first, and then we'll break down the schedule and record. So last, no surprise, Purdue. We all thought Purdue would be last.
That is awesome to see, though, man. It is so where Indiana is.
And then 17, we have Northwestern. No surprise there. 16, we had Maryland. I mean, off the bottom three, we all expected the bottom three to be
Yeah, I'm not
Maryland,
surprised
Northwestern,
by
Purdue.
any of those at all.
Yeah. And then 15, UCLA.
Yeah, I mean, you could be a little surprised with that because, I mean, obviously adding Nico, that's a big storyline, whether people think he's going to succeed or not, at UCLA. And we did some promising signs late in the season from UCLA. Like, they were playing better football by the end of the season versus what they did against Indiana early on. They were playing better ball by the end of the season, but I still don't think they're going to be great, but a little shocked. They could have been a bit higher, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think the bottom three, no one expects them to make a bowl. But if UCLA misses a bowl again, it'll be a little disappointing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we have Rutgers at tied for 13th, along with Michigan State.
Yeah, it just goes to show you that with how far Rutgers has supposedly come under Greg Schiano, they really haven't actually gone that far. I mean, they're toward the bottom of the league. It's just the fact that, hey, they're a little bit more competitive. They've gotten some decent players at times. Like Bo Melton was a pretty good player. I don't know how much Greg Schiano can actually do, though, to make Rutgers better. Yeah. They had an easy schedule last year, and they didn't take advantage of it like Indiana did.
So, well, that's what I saw. If you see here, it says Rutgers has a more difficult schedule. I think that's part of why they were picked lower this year, because of their schedule.
Yeah, I mean, they're just not a great team. I think what he's done there is great. He's done a great job there. I just don't think he can physically, with what Rutgers has, make them great. I don't think it's possible because they're not getting the support that Indiana or even Illinois. I just think Rutgers is kind of where they're at. When they have an easier schedule, they'll go 7-5. When they have a tough schedule, they'll go 5-7. It's just kind of the way it is.
In Michigan State, with Aiden Childs, so they're really hoping he can take him and Jonathan Smith can take a bump up.
I think Jonathan Smith's good, but I think Aiden Childs is the issue. He's very turnover prone. He's like Jeff Sims, but not as bad. He's not horrible, but I saw plenty of games last year. I did watch a few Michigan State games besides the Indiana game last season, and every game I saw, Childs threw tons of bad passes, tons that could have been picked off. Way worse turnover-wise than Garrett Nussmeier, a guy that I've talked a lot of flack towards. I think that Michigan State definitely under Jonathan Smith long-term has a chance to be good. But I don't know if Aiden Childs is it or not. We'll see.
For sure, year 3 for him, so gotta show improvement. 12 is Wisconsin. How far have they dropped?
Yeah, I mean, Wisconsin used to when I was a younger guy, watching college football, I mean, were always like top 5 to 7. They were like a consistently great program. They were almost like the better version of Iowa, honestly. Like they really good. I mean, even though the West was garbage, they were always toward the top of that. And outside of Ohio State, they were pretty competitive in every other game. And they had their own unique brand of football. The Jonathan Taylor era, Alex Hornibrook. I mean, they were really good back then.
Monty Ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not confident in Luke Fickell's job security. I think he's in really bad shape, and I don't know if Wisconsin's going to be able to really turn this thing around as of now. I feel like they might need a regime change. I mean, Luke Fickell's been bouncing around trying to modernize the offense, and now he's trying to bring the offense back to the old style. I don't know. Yeah, and they've got Jeff Grimes as well, as Scotty B says. Appreciate you being here. And we got Godfather of the SEC as well. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not looking good for Whiskey, man. I think they're kind of just going to continue to go downhill until things change. Luke Fickell, the only way he'll be able to turn it around is if he can start recruiting better, but it might be too late because they're not even recruiting well. I mean, things just aren't going well for them at all.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I remember them just dominating Ohio State in 2010 with J.J. Watt, David Gilreath, and John Clay, man. I mean, that was the last time I really saw Ohio State team just get pants that were ranked high.
Yeah.
And that badly. In Big Ten play.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, they fell off.
At this point. I mean, they're just where they are now from where they were then, that's a steep drop.
Mm-hmm. Furious, PJ Fleck.
Mark Rogers' favorite coach in college football. Or one of them anyway. I always love the PJ Fleck support from the voice of college football, Mark Rogers himself. I mean, I like, the energy Fleck brings, whether people think it's fake or not. I kind of always likened it to Tom Allen, but a little bit more kind of off the wall and off the rails. But thing is when Minnesota's winning, people think PJ Fleck's pretty good. And when they're not, they think he sucks. It's just the way it is. Minnesota doesn't recruit very well because of where they're at. It's a tough place to win at. They do a decent job every year. Every other year he has a better season. He kind of rotates good year, good year, and then like one really good year and then a really bad year. So that's why every season they're kind of ranked where they're at right here in the middle of the pack-ish, because you don't know what you're going to get every season from them.
Mm-hmm. And we got Godfather and Scotty B here. Thanks, boys, for coming in. Godfather, you're exactly how I thought you would be last night when you called in. I'm like, yes, this is the Godfather of the SEC.
Yeah, I was so glad when the Godfather finally called in to the Alabama channel last week, and he called in last night as well. That's awesome. It's great chatting with you, man. It's
mm-hmm.
I love hearing the stories. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Huskies are 10th, and people are high on their quarterback, Damon Williams. He was a pretty highly rated recruit, and everyone thinks he's going to take a jump this year. But so to see them 10th is a little surprising, just based on the hype with him.
Yeah, that's a good point. I have seen the hype with Damon Williams. I watched him last year like twice, once with Indiana, and I watched him in another game. I wasn't that impressed, but I mean, I know he's a young guy, and I saw the spurts and the flashes, like he can scramble. He's kind of got that quick twitch in him. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like Washington's kind of a major question mark. Like a lot of teams in the Big Ten, you can kind of obviously Indiana last year was a surprise. No one thought they were going to make that big of a jump, right? But usually in the Big Ten every year, you've got like your teams that you know are going to be good, and your teams that you know are going to be kind of average, and your teams that you know are going to suck. Pretty much. And maybe there's one or two surprises every year. And I guess you could say the same for the SEC, but it kind of stays relatively the same. You've got those tiers. Washington, to me, is like the one team this year in the Big Ten where I could see him going anywhere from 8-4 to 8-4, 9-3 to 4-8. We don't know what they're gonna do. They have the potential to be good. And we'll see their schedule when we go through all these teams. But I don't know. They're just kind of a question mark. And I think because people are piling Jedd Fisch too, like the success he had at Arizona, that he'll fix it. He'll turn it around. But yeah, I think they're a major question mark. I really don't know what to feel about them.
USC, man.
That's sad. I mean, it's like, I'm sorry, Tim, and all the other USC out there. I'm sorry, but you told me, man, that when they joined the Big Ten, you were going to be up there battling the. Why are you at 9 right now? And I know things are getting better. I know they're getting better. We'll see. We'll see what you got in you this year. We'll see if it's a slow uphill climb back to towards relevancy in college football. But my Lord, man, USC at 9. That is sad. That is really sad. 9th in an 18-team league. Boy, that's sad.
They gotta at least go 8-4.
And you cannot lose anymore to teams like Maryland.
Beat. I mean, Gixxer, you gotta beat the teams that you're supposed to beat, and at least compete in most of the games. Like at least
with Gixxer Squid though, shouldn't have fired Helton, right? If they were mad.
I mean, Helton couldn't recruit. I mean, Riley couldn't recruit either, but now they can recruit Chad. And also, like, I think the position coaches are a lot better than they were with Helton. And now the recruiting's better. But it took too long for the recruiting to get better. But we'll see.
We appreciate you being here, Gixxer Squid. But yeah, my thing is like, to your point, Will, all of that stuff.
Well, I was saying go 8-4 this year, and then once the talent goes in, like, go compete. Like I think next season's the year that SC should make the playoffs. But this year you just got to be better.
But all those things you just said about like the position coaches improving, the recruiting's improving, it needs to show itself on the field.
Yeah.
You said we need to see a legitimate step forward. 8-4 type year this year would be an improvement, and then we need to see the next year be a 10-2 type of team, because that is why they got rid of Helton. Like Gixxer Squid said. Got rid of Helton because 8-4 was not okay, right? That's why Bo Pelini got fired in Nebraska. I agree with Troy, too. Appreciate you being here, Troy. But I agree that the defense in the Big Ten, it's not the same as it is in the Pac. And that's why you're seeing teams like USC struggle. They're not able to just dominate with their great offense like they used to. And their defense can't stop anybody. Because the Big Ten teams, they've gotten better on offense. They used to not be good on offense a long time ago, but they're good on offense. And then it's like the Big Ten defenses, they're not letting USC put up 50. They're just not. So USC, if that recruiting and those coaching changes really help, I could see USC getting back toward the top in college football and in the Big Ten. But it needs to happen soon, or Lincoln Riley's cooked after a year. He's not going to be the USC coach if he has 2 more 6-6 seasons. It's not happening. He's got have improvement, man.
Nebraska at 8.
That's a bit high to me. The thing is, maybe I'm just like so tired of every year with Nebraska. Like, it's not as bad as Miami or A&M. It's not. But I remember that one year in Nebraska.
I mean, it's about the same as A&M.
Yeah. You remember that one year, though, Nebraska was ranked 24th at the beginning of the season, and then they went 4-8 with Scott Frost. And it's like people are starting to kind of buy Nebraska again. I'm noticing that. Right? And we'll see the over-under, because I've got the over-under page pulled up when we get to the schedules. We'll see where people are at with them. But I'm starting to see people buy Nebraska again. And after last season, I'm not buying it, man. I mean, they had one game against Ohio State where they hung with them, and they beat Colorado. And other than that, yeah, like, they didn't do anything else really that significant. And
I just need to see a jump from Raiola. I need to see him be better.
Yeah. Well, he legitimately could have beat Ohio State. He could have. They were there, and he just didn't do it. I was not impressed by him. Indiana made him look terrible. Indiana.
I remember that.
I don't care what people say. Indiana made Raiola. Everybody talked about
Indiana. So what Nebraska did well last year, Indiana was just a tier above that, and then Notre Dame was a tier above Indiana. So and also I think the Nebraska players quit in that game. I do think they quit.
Oh, they quit. And I was enjoying every second of it, dude. I was watching that game, and I'm like, yes, Indiana's legit. I was, dude. You remember Gus Johnson? He was like, folks, they got a team now. It was so man. And Nebraska quit. I never thought Indiana would be beating Nebraska 56-7 in a game. I will never forget that game. I don't even care if Indiana goes 4-8 this year. I don't even care. That was one of the best things I've ever watched in my life. That was amazing. But yeah, because Nebraska's in their back club. Yeah, I feel like last few years it hasn't been as bad as A&M or Miami, those type teams, because they've been so poor. But now that they're slowly kind of trending up, we're doing it again. And they also landed McCullough, from
Dealin's son.
Yeah, those types of ads are making. Remember when they got Eric Gilbert from Georgia? What happened to that guy? Nothing, right? So it's like Nebraska's trying. They're trying, but until it all comes together, I just don't really believe in them. I need to see it.
Iowa at 7.
Sure.
Everyone's excited about Iowa fans are excited about Mark Gronowski, their transfer quarterback.
I don't know. Yeah, Iowa's gonna be Iowa, man. They're gonna win 8 games, 7, 8. It's just what they do.
So Kirk Ferentz can break the all-time Big Ten's wins record if they get like. How
many wins does he need?
It's 5. Yeah.
He could do that.
Yeah.
I'm sure he can do that.
And they have Indiana at 6.
I mean, it's nice to be above Iowa. I will say, it's nice to be above Iowa, but I mean, the only team ahead of Indiana that I would possibly put them ahead of, and obviously none of this matters because ultimately going out there on the field and getting the job done is what matters. But I think you can make a case they could be above Illinois. I do. Because they were better than Illinois last year. And they're returning basically like all of their significant players. I mean, they lost a couple, but like the couple they lost, they replaced. Good players. So to me, the only thing is, I guess, is because Altmaier's back and Indiana's got a new QB. I don't know. Plus, it's Indiana. People still kind of like, are they legit? Like, are they going to? I feel like if Indiana has another good year this year, legitimately like a 9-3 or above, then I do think people just start to accept, yeah, Indiana's here. But it's one season, so people want to see another one. That's fair. So this is fine. I can make a case above Illinois, but 6 is fair. I mean, honestly, I never thought they would have been ranked 6th in anything, 2 years ago. It's amazing that they're here. So that's awesome.
And then we got Michigan at 5.
I mean, kind of shocking Illinois is ahead of Michigan. Because, again, to me, they're the team that I would put Indiana ahead of possibly if I was going to have any of these teams above. I mean, the thing with Michigan is it's the talent. Michigan's got the talent. They don't really have a lot going for them because Bryce Underwood has no experience. He could be great right out of the gate, but he could not be great. Other than that, I don't really trust any of their other QBs. I really don't. And also, when it comes to Sharon Moore, do you believe he's a good coach?
I'm still not sure.
I don't think he's a great coach, but I mean, what can I say? I mean, Michigan's recruiting like crazy because, they're doing great, and that's fantastic. Michigan, I mean, you're killing it in the recruiting, but does that mean Sharon Moore is good? I don't know, because to me, Sharon Moore, the amount of NIL that they got up there, and you went with who you went with last year at QB. You didn't get anybody. You went with Jack Tuttle, Davis Warren, and Alex Orji. You legitimately went with that trio, and you didn't get anybody. And I know with the amount of funds they got, they could have got somebody. I don't know. I don't know if that's ultimately his decision to say, oh, we're good at QB. Maybe he tried to get a QB. I don't know. But there's just things about Sharon Moore that I'm just like, I don't know, man. I mean, all Michigan fans say, he was the savior, saving the day when Harbaugh got in trouble and the suspension, and then Sharon Moore came in. But, I mean, it's the same thing, man. Mike Davis took Indiana to the national championship game with Bob Knight's players. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's like, does anybody think Mike Davis is a good basketball coach? Does anybody think that? No. Nobody. He's coaching like a garbage basketball team right now. Okay. I'm not trying to trash Mike Davis, but I'm just saying he went to the national championship game for Indiana basketball with Bob Knight's players. To me, I got to see a lot more from Sherrone Moore. I got to see some great play call. I got to see some great strategy. I got to see just things that great do to be able to one day, like 3 or 4 years down the line, say, you know what, Sherrone Moore's proved himself. He's a quality coach. I can't say that as right now.
I mean, we're gonna see. I mean, they replaced their offensive coordinator. They got Chip Lindsey in now, so we'll see who was at Carolina with Mac.
We'll see.
And yeah, I mean, India. I mean, I do think it's more sustainable than Northwestern. I do think he'll recruit better than Northwestern did. Yeah. But it's kind of similar. Illinois at 4.
I mean, I think it's cool that a team that's not normally up there is, Illinois is not usually anywhere near the top 5 of anything. I think it's cool, but I don't really understand it. It's because of Altmaier. It's literally because of Altmaier returning, and they returned a lot of their starters as well. But, I mean, were they that impressive last year? I mean, really?
I mean, they looked more impressive against Michigan than IU.
But the difference, though, is that it's when they played. It's kind of like Nebraska beat Colorado week 2, and then after that, Nebraska fell apart. You know what I'm saying? It's like Indiana played Michigan when they were better. You know what I'm saying? Versus when Illinois played them. I think if Indiana had played Illinois when Illinois played them, they'd have looked better. But you got to realize that, like, Michigan started to figure out what little they had then. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. Like, when you look at Michigan at the end of the season, when they finally went with Dave Warren, who was the only guy that just didn't screw up that much. Like, he didn't do much, but he didn't screw up much at QB, right? Whereas Alex Orji was just like Jeff Sims, but just whatever, like just inconsistent, turnover prone, just bad, right? And then you had Jack Tuttle for brief. So Davis Warren was the only guy that was decent, right? And then when you look at the fact that after that they beat Ohio State, and then after that they beat Alabama. Yes, Alabama didn't show up, but I believe that Michigan late in the season was better. I'm not saying that Indiana did that good, because yes, the biggest problem was that Indiana's offensive line really struggled with Michigan's D-line. That's just the way it was. We saw Notre Dame do it. We saw Ohio State do it. Those 3 teams are the only teams that bothered Indiana all season. No one else bothered Indiana. And yeah, I feel like Illinois, you could say they did better than Indiana, but I also believe it's because Illinois played them at a better time. I do. But that's just my opinion.
And then at 3, we got the Ducks.
This top 3 is not, to me, it's not surprising. I mean, I don't think anybody's questioning. Kind of like how you said the bottom 3. I don't think really anybody's questioning, especially this placement. I don't think anybody's shocked Oregon's at 3.
We're going to have to see Dante Moore be a lot better, though.
Yeah, I feel like the reason why people are high on Oregon still, though, despite the question marks with Dante Moore, is because of the fact that the rest of the team still has tons of talent, because it's Oregon.
Yeah. Losing Evan Stewart hurts, though, man. Evan Stewart will hurt at receiver.
That's fair. That is definitely fair. I mean, looking at their over-unders, the 3 teams with the highest over-unders in the Big Ten, it's Oregon, followed by Ohio State, Penn State. So it's no surprise that, people have Oregon at 3. I don't think any behind them necessarily have better teams than Oregon does. Even Dante Moore's a worse quarterback than Luke Altmaier or Fernando Mendoza or even Underwood. I mean, I think those teams have better QBs. I think Oregon's got like a more they got a more talented roster than Illinois and Indiana does. They just do. I think that's what people are just banking on, I guess. And plus Dan Lanning. I think people like Dan Lanning as well. So. We'll see what they do, though.
And then we got the Buckeyes at 2, the defending
This is
champ.
the only question mark. Will, I think people would question that and say, why aren't they 1 after last year? But it's because, like you said with Altmaier, Luke Altmaier's back for Illinois. Indiana's got a new QB, even if he's really good. The deal here, though, is Ohio State's got a new quarterback. Julian Sayin or whoever, St. Clair, whoever it's going to be, right? I think it's going to be Julian Sayin, but we'll see. But I think that's a question mark. Otherwise, Ohio State has tons of talent still.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they should be 1, though?
I mean, people put more faith in Drew Aller than Sayin, and I'm like, has Aller really earned that yet with his performances in big games? I don't know, but I don't know.
It's just experience. I mean, people are really hyping up the quarterbacks that have the returning experience, like Nussmeier, Klubnik, and Aller. I don't think either of those 3 are necessarily fantastic, but it's just because they're the most experienced guys that are on quality teams. You know, and the Ohio States, the Georgias, the Bamas, they don't have that this year, or Texas. You know, so that's I feel like that's really the only reason Penn State's at number 1. I think in a case Ohio State can still be at number 1, but Penn State, that you need to back this up. That's all I'm gonna say. You have to back this up. I mean, everybody's putting you at 1. Some people have even ranked them number 1 going into the season. So it's like now you've got the hype. You've got people backing you up when you really haven't earned it outside of, we made a playoff run. Yeah, because you didn't play anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think Penn State needs to earn this. I don't really think they deserved it right out of the gate, though.
Yeah. We got a nice crowd here. We got Gregory Stewart, Hummus Hero, Jackson, and John all here. And I completely agree with this, Hummus. Completely agree with this point. I do think, like, Klubnik showed me something in that Texas game. Aller just hasn't shown me it yet.
I agree with that, Will. I think Klubnik's above Aller and Nussmeier.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, if you remember, I don't know if you were watching or not, but when me and Jackson and Austin did our quarterback rankings, I know that I had Klubnik higher than those 2 guys.
Mm-hmm.
I had Lagway 1, and then I had Klubnik like 2, but I know Aller was like 5th, and I had like Nussmeier 11. I really was just putting Nussmeier low. But yeah, I could backfire on me. But yeah, I do believe in Klubnik and Clemson more. I don't want to say I believe in Klubnik and Clemson more than Penn State. I think Penn State can honestly have a better year, but I think Klubnik's better than Aller. I'll just say that. That's true.
Yeah.
But we got Jackson here with a $5 super chat. Appreciate that, Jackson. He says $5 to holla. And we now have 4 of these $5 super chats to go, and only does 4 guaranteed to go live. Yes, I definitely will go live again. I know that I did the goal thing earlier this week and said I'd go live this week if I made it, and I didn't make it. But me and Will agreed to do this live stream at this time, and I appreciate Will for able to be live night for the show, Big Ten preview. Definitely been wanting to get to it. But, oh my Lord, we got Godfather with a $4.99 super chat. Say, appreciate that, Godfather. Appreciate it a lot. And then we got Dave Valensky with a $19.99 super chat. Appreciate that, Dave. He says Ohio State, Oregon, and Penn State are battling for the top of the Big Ten. UCLA, Maryland, Purdue, and Wisconsin are bound to stay out of the bottom, and the rest are battling for 5th and 4th in the Big Ten. I agree with that. Absolutely, Dave. I think that sums it up perfectly. You agree with that, Will?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like absolutely spot on. I mean, I would love to put Indiana up there, be like, yeah, it's going to be clear top 4, but I can't. They got more to prove. Definitely Oregon, Penn State, and Ohio State are the top 3. And then UCLA, Maryland, Purdue, they're definitely bottom 3. Definitely. And then Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, I have no faith in their quarterback. I mean, putting Billy Edward, getting the Maryland quarterback to be your starter, man, like I'm not buying that at all.
I don't understand it either. I really don't, Will. I mean, to me, I don't think he's that good. I mean, I watch Billy Edwards.
He's from Northern Virginia. Like, he's from like 20 minutes south of me in Burke. I mean, it would be cool if he does well there, but
yeah, I watched Billy Edwards against Indiana when Tom Allen was still the coach in Indiana when Maryland was playing him. And here's the thing. The thing with Billy Edwards is that he had a good game against Tom Allen, Indiana, because that's Tom Allen, Indiana. But guess what? He's not good, folks. He's not a great quarterback. I don't really believe in Billy Edwards. And I don't know. Can you honestly believe, Will, that that's the best quarterback that Wisconsin could get?
No.
So, I mean, what happened to Van Dams, Tyler Van Dyke? Was he out of eligibility?
I think he was. I think he was pretty old. He was getting up there in age.
Okay, I was wondering because I thought he'd be back. I didn't know he was out of eligibilities. Because I mean, say what you want about him, he's better than.
Oh, he's the backup at SMU now.
He is.
I didn't know.
You serious right now? Tyler Van Dyke is the backup at SMU?
Yeah.
Man, I've been out of the loop, man. I didn't know. Oh my Lord, Tyler Van Dyke's the fall from grace. What's gonna happen? Beck gonna be the next one? He's gonna be like a backup at Tulane. I mean, what's going on here? You remember that guy that was at Malachi Nelson? Remember him?
Yeah.
Remember that guy?
I think he's FCS now. I'm pretty sure he's FCS.
Malachi Nelson's FCS. Oh my Lord, man. Oh my Lord, dude. The fall from grace some of these guys have. I mean, I hate it partially, I do, because I mean, you want guys to succeed, but at the same time, it's funny though. I mean, you go from a guy that's highly rated. I mean,
UTEP. Sorry, UTEP. The close group of.
Yeah, that's so close. Tyler Van Dyke at one time was hype, man.
Yeah,
he was hype big time. I mean,
he had that huge game against A&M.
Yeah, he was good. That tight end Will Mallory was good too. He was playing that game. I remember he hurt his back because he like flipped over. I remember that game. I was watching it, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's a shame. It's a shame with Van Dyke, and it's a shame with Malachi Nelson. But yeah, I appreciate the super chat, Dave. Appreciate it a bunch. And then we got Troy V as well. Buy yourself a Yoo-Hoo. You ever had Yoo-Hoo milk?
I haven't had it.
You have not?
No.
I've had it before. I mean, I haven't had one in a while, but I do used to drink those little boxes, man. Something about when you're a kid drinking little juice boxes or like the milk boxes, man. I don't know. It's just, I guess it's more of a kid thing, but I'll have to do that, Troy. I appreciate that.
It's just crazy, though, man. I mean, I know like some of these guys took an extra year of high school, but they're in their like 6th year. They're 24, like me, man. I'm like, I don't know. Being in college still would be insane at 24.
Well, I mean, it's like there's a big difference. I mean, that's why people talk about like the age gaps, right? Like someone that's 22 versus 18. There's a big difference with a 22-year-old and an 18-year-old. There's just a big difference, right? There's a big difference when you're 24 years old and you're in college still and you're the quarterback and you're on the same team with 18-year-olds. You know, it's like those NBA players, you know, that like I remember Eric Gordon talking about it when he was still with the Rockets. Eric Gordon was like 34, right? And all the Rockets players were like 20. He said it was so weird because, again, the gap, you're just different mentally. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know if I want to be on a.
I mean, I get it. I get it if you're getting like if you're getting like a doctorate, like if you're doing like a PhD, I guess I get it, but.
That's fair. Then we got Jackson with a $5 super chat. Appreciate it, Jackson. He says, who's going live with Only Talk Sports? Like the notification bell so you never miss another video. Well, regardless, I will be going live this week, sometime this week. I appreciate it, you guys. Appreciate it so much. Well, maybe me and Will be able to do our Big 12. We haven't done Big 12 yet. Maybe we can fit that in this week, or I'll go live with somebody, or just go live myself or something. I appreciate it though. You guys are amazing, and just appreciate you for being here. But definitely glad that me and Will have been able to get to our Big Ten a preview. We've only done the media range, so we still got to get to the team. But
let's break down Illinois, and man, this schedule's favorable.
So that's why so you really think like the media poll, you think they base it off schedule too? So
I think it is. They has to be part of it, yeah.
Because if not, Indiana might have been higher. Because they're looking at the Illinois schedule is easier probably. So
look at this schedule, man. Look at this schedule.
Illinois is where is it? Where is the
9.5? I'm calling 9.5.
It only says 7.5 on Vegas.
Really?
There's no way. There is absolutely no way.
I mean, their only like games I would pick them to lose are at Indiana and then Ohio State at home. I think they don't go 10-2 here, man.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know, man. I'm trying to pull it up real quick. There's no way this is right.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to do teams. I'm trying to do win totals. Thank you, Vegas Insider. I'm not asking for game by game. Here, I'm trying to pull this up real quick. There is no way. There is no way on earth that this is right. Trying to pull this up.
I mean, some of these games could be tricky, but like if you're
wow. Illinois 7.5, there's no way.
Wow.
See, they got Indiana here at 8.5, right there, and then they've got Illinois. They've even got Michigan at 8.5, but they've got Illinois at 7.5. I just don't understand that, honestly. Because
all right, I'm gonna look this up now. I'm looking it up on my phone.
I thought you might have been right with 9.5. Okay, so I mean, at Duke, as Gregory Stewart, appreciate again for being here. Gregory, he says locked on at line. I was worried about Duke.
I mean, I get it why Sonny's worried about Duke, but like, I mean, no.
I would be more worried about that Washington game, honestly.
Yeah, Washington's more scary.
Last year, I mean, you know, Illinois and Michigan are pretty comparable teams right now, and I would not be shocked if Washington won that game. So, you said Ohio State, Indiana, those losses. Washington is very possible. That's 3.
What a cupcake last 3.
I'm not even seeing a Wisconsin loss. I'm not even seeing it. Yeah. I mean, 9-3 makes sense. I mean, is that what you're going to go with 9-3? Because I mean, I'm honestly heading in that direction right now. I don't know. I'm trying to think like 9-3. I don't really want to go 10-2. I feel like that's a bit high. But I could definitely see 9-3. But I don't know. What do you think, Will? Do you think 9-3?
My mic's being stupid. Sorry, one sec.
Might be having some audio issues, unfortunately, for Will right now. Hopefully that will get fixed. I've had tons of audio issues and internet issues in the past, and it sucks. So, but definitely very intrigued to hear all Will's pick for Illinois on the record, because I mean,
that's annoying. Okay,
I'm not seeing a tough schedule.
I'm seeing at 9-3 or 10-2, but I don't. They'll probably drop when they aren't supposed to. I'm going
9-3.
Yeah.
8-4 feels low because that schedule's too easy. So I'm gonna go 9-3. I think they lose to Ohio State. Maybe a bit biased, but I feel like they lose Indiana, and then maybe probably that Washington game. I mean, 4, you never know with like Duke or Wisconsin, but I mean, I just don't think Duke and Wisconsin are that good. So I'm gonna go 9-3. Illinois.
All right. Should we just hop into IU?
Sure. I mean, I'm ready and I'm willing. So let's check out Indiana.
All right, we're not even going to talk about the first 3. All right, Illinois.
Indiana is tougher than Illinois' schedule. Yes, it is a tougher schedule. But I mean, when you look at the meat and the bones of it, their season is going to come down to 4 games, whether they make the playoffs or not. Illinois, Iowa, Oregon, Penn State. Realistically, they should win the rest, right? Michigan State, UCLA, Maryland, Wisconsin, Purdue. They probably win. I don't see any issue with that. If those teams are as bad as we think, and Indiana is as good as we think, again, then I feel like they beat Michigan State, UCLA, even at Maryland, because there's like no one there, Wisconsin, and at Purdue.
I might go to that Maryland game if you drive up.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun. Well, that would be crazy. I don't know. My schedule probably have to see if it will work out, but that would be a ton of fun. But we'll see on that. That'll be crazy. So have to circle that Indiana at Maryland. That tickets be cheap, man.
Yeah,
maybe cheap. So definitely though. I mean, kind of have been leaning 9-3. Honestly, I mean that's what Mark Rogers predicted for Indiana. He went with. We got Troy v. Will and Jeffrey.
I mean, you could crash at mine, but I was thinking of going. I might go. There was a couple of concerts I was thinking Halloween night, but
like I said, never know. That would be.
You would want to go, yeah.
That would be a ton of fun. We'll have to definitely see for sure. But yeah, I mean, for me though, I mean, looking at those 4 games, I just feel like they win at least one of them. Illinois, Iowa, Oregon, Penn State. I think they can win one. I mean, I feel like 9-3 is fair. I'm going 9-3. I want to go 10-2 so bad, but I just feel like it's a little too biased, right? I feel like
I mean, I think they'll slip up at Iowa, and then I would say probably lose to Oregon and Penn State 9-3.
Yeah, I mean, they probably don't win those games. I mean, as much as I would like.
I think they'll beat Illinois, and then they just won't be able to do 2 in a row.
I just don't think so. I mean, I don't think they do better than that. I mean, they could. Now, I will say that if they beat Illinois and Iowa, oh boy, playoff is very probable at that point. Because even 2 losses to Oregon and Penn State, especially if they're close, they could still get in.
I think the Oregon game could be close. I don't know about Penn State.
I'm hoping that game's close. I really would. It would be so cool for Indiana to go to Autzen and get a win. So, DMV area.
Maryland doesn't have the best campus, but hanging out at Willis would be fun. Hanging out at mine would be fun.
It would be great. I mean, I don't care for the DMV area, man. I've never been there, but I know like it's rough. You know, there's a lot of crazy stuff. But I'm sure Will knows where to go. You know.
Yeah.
I'm sure Will knows. I don't, but he does. So we'll see. That would be fun, though. It'd be crazy. I mean, realistically, though, like I said, nobody cares about Maryland. You know what I'm saying?
Maryland basketball people at least care.
What'd you say?
I mean, Maryland basketball people care, but Maryland football, no.
Well, Maryland basketball fans care, especially when they're good.
Because the Wizards suck, so, like, yeah.
Georgetown's no good.
Georgetown used to be good, but Georgetown has like a different like corporate crowd than Maryland does. Yeah. Well, even when Georgetown's good, it's like the student section is loud, but then like it's just a bunch of lawyers that go to those games that went to Georgetown.
It's so weird for it to be like that, man. Like you go to a game, expect everybody to be cheering, having a great time, and you got lawyers or whatever. That's funny. That's so funny.
Oh man, we could go to Commanders Seahawks Sunday Night Football the day after.
That would be so crazy, man. That would be amazing. I know the Commanders got a bad stadium, though. It's like ranked the bottom.
Okay, the new owner has patched it up.
Okay, good.
It's not as bad.
Yeah, it'd be like
at least they got rid of the sewage pipes bursting during games, man. Like that was bad.
That's helpful. I mean that's it'd be so funny. Like me and Will go to the worst Power 5 or Power 4 college football stadium with Maryland. Look, nobody's here, and then we go to the worst NFL stadium right after. That'd be so funny.
They redid the locker rooms, though. They did redo the locker rooms.
I'm sure the players appreciated that.
Yeah,
the players appreciated that. You know,
yeah, like everyone, like on Twitter, like on
as it is,
yeah. On the Commanders' X account, like players were like excited about it.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I heard MetLife's also really bad.
Yeah, it's just rough there, man. I mean, it's like that whole area is just not doing that good for sports, you know.
Yeah,
talent there when in college, none of the teams are good, and then professionally, it's rough.
I mean, Commanders are good now.
They're good now. They're getting there. They were bad for a long time. James Daniels, great draft selection. He's really good. And now people are saying they're loading up on old players, though, I've noticed online.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing with that? Like, they don't fit Jaden Daniels' timeline, people. Like, what are you doing?
Well, they're trying to get the Jaden Daniels to do as well as he can on his rookie deal. So they're like using all the other cap space.
That's fair, I guess. And those older guys probably cheat a little cheaper, I guess. I don't know. Just
Yeah, and then they'll replace the old guys with like rookies.
Yeah. So 9-3 for Indiana for me.
Yeah.
Hopefully better than that.
We got totally off track. Gosh darn it! All right.
Yeah, we're good, man. That was funny.
All right, let's go on to Iowa.
Good old the Hawkeyes. Same old every year. 8-4 mania. I mean, looking at the over-under. So Indiana's over-under was 8.5. Illinois, for some reason on here, was 7.5. Iowa, though, is trying to find Iowa. Where are they? Iowa.
7.5, right?
7.5. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I mean, that's roughly 8-4.
Yeah.
You think Iowa State's a loss?
Well, Iowa State, they are losing their receivers. And it does seem like the road team usually wins the Cyhawk, but
Good point. That is a good point. I don't know
which
why.
is weird.
But that is a good point.
Oh, 12-4, not a night game. That does help the Hoosiers. Not a night game does help the Hoosiers.
Yeah.
I thought that could be an NBC night game, so I don't know. Maybe the Hoosiers do win that, but
Especially depends on how good Indiana's defense is in that game. If Indiana's defense like stops Iowa, and they barely score, I think Indiana's offense will be able to put up at least 20, and that would cook Iowa.
Mhm.
I think Indiana's got a legit shot in that game. I know road environment. I know the last time Indiana went to Iowa was bad, but you got to remember Penix had no legs, and Tom Allen, man, it was the year after the good season. It was bad. That's not going to happen again. But my thing is, looking at the schedule, though, it's not easy. Honestly, it's really not. This is a much harder schedule than Indiana's and Illinois. Really look at it, because you got at Iowa State, regardless of the fact that the team usually wins. At Rutgers, I mean, that's not an easy game. It's not like a give it to me like it was 5 years ago. Indiana's not. At Wisconsin, then you've got Penn State, Minnesota. All your rivals are like back to back here. Oregon's tough at USC. I mean, legit.
Oh man, the stoppable force Iowa's offense against the movable object, which was known to be USC's defense, although their defense was better.
And then you got Michigan State at home at Nebraska. I don't like the schedule for Iowa, though. I really don't. I think it's hard. I think the schedule is very different.
This is a hard schedule, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you don't have Ohio State, you don't have Michigan, but it's not about the teams at the top they have. It's just all of the average teams that they play, like the at USC's, the at Nebraska's, Indiana, at Iowa State. It's just not easy, right? Although, like, they don't have Maryland. That they don't have Northwestern. They don't have UCLA. You know what I'm saying? They don't have type of games. They don't have Purdue. They don't have one really easy game. To me, one really easy game. I don't know. I'm thinking they go worse than 8-4.
Yeah.
I hate to say that because I'm usually like Mr. 8-4, but they're not in the West anymore, man. And this is what I told Iowa fans. Once they got rid of the West, they were going to have seasons like this. What do you think, man? 5, 6? I mean, I don't know.
I'm going 6.
Sure. I'll almost giving Kirk Ferentz the benefit.
Well, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, they could definitely be 7 though. I'll go 7. I'll say 7.
Man, you had me. You taught me into 6 and 6.
I'll say they win one of Nebraska, Iowa State. 7.
I'm going 6 and 6.
Oh, you're going 6 and 6. All right.
I don't like the schedule. I think it's too hard.
All right. Michigan State.
Their over-under is a lot lower. I think it's like 5.5.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Michigan State. Where are you? 5.5. Yep. So Michigan State's at 5.5. Western Michigan's a win. Youngstown should be a win.
Boston College
College. That game was
at
good,
home, so I'll just say they win because it's at home.
and it's a night game.
Yeah, so that's 3. I'm gonna give them UCLA. That's 4.
USC Nebraska is tough back to back on the road. Indiana's tough. Michigan's tough. Oh, gosh.
It's gonna be hard to find. I'll say 5 here, but it's gonna be hard to find number 6, man. It's hard to find number 6.
Probably the easiest game that they could get 6 would be Minnesota.
Yeah, that's away. Oh man, I'm going 5. I'm sorry, Spartans. I'm going 5.
Sorry, Jonathan Smith, but I'm going 5 and 7. They're not getting a bowl game with that schedule, unless it is dramatically improved. And if they lose the DC game, they're cooked.
They are.
5 and 7. That's not an easy schedule. I mean, I understand that when you're not as good of a team, schedules look harder. I get that, but it's like legitimately, this is not an easy schedule, even for a good team. So I'm on 5 and 7.
All right, Maryland. This is going to be sad.
Maryland is up next, and Maryland, I know their over-under is in the gutter. So, do
they even beat NIU?
Maryland. Where is Maryland? Can't even find them. I must be blind right now. Where in the world is Maryland's over-under? Purdue's 3.5. Not surprising.
Maryland's has to be 3.5.
Is it even listed on here? On this site that I'm looking at? Yeah, I'll just look it up online. Just look it up another way. I don't even see it unless I'm missing. Maryland over football 2025. I know it's not high. There's no way. Then, of course, like getting an AI answer, right? Okay, 4.5, according to this other site that it does not matter. So 4.5 is what we've got there. Not high at all. Yeah, Loxley, according to Jackson, is toasted. Graham, which I'm not.
Well, he did get it. Didn't he just land the top-rated recruit of the 27 class? Or is it 26? They got some edge rusher that's supposed to be really good.
Why would a top guy go to Maryland? I mean, like at least you could say Indiana now with Signetti has fans now. I'm sorry, Maryland fans that exists for football. There's not enough of you to make a good atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? It's just not good. I don't know. Burks, I do like UNC basketball. I do. I do like UNC basketball. And I like football too. But Indiana, it's just a weird thing, man.
Yeah, he's Zion Ely, edge rusher, committed to Maryland, number 3 overall recruit.
That's so just bizarre, dude. Do you think that guy like Loxley ends up like getting fired? Do you think he'll like leave? He'll probably leave. Yeah, I mean, I like legitimately, how many games is Maryland gonna win? I mean, you think they can win 3 non-con? I know he's an NIU question mark.
NIU's a question mark. And then I just don't see anything here that'll win.
I mean, they could maybe beat UCLA or Rutgers, maybe.
Yeah, but they're away. I mean, that doesn't really help, but...
What about Michigan State, maybe, at home?
No, it's at neutral. It's in Detroit.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I just saw versus. I didn't see that. Good point. So, no, it's not a home game. It's basically a road game. So, I mean... I don't know, man.
I'm going 2-10. I'm sorry, Chirps fans. I'm going
3-9. I'll go 3-9 for good old Loxley. He's probably toast. I don't know his buyout, but I'm assuming it's not very high. So 3-9.
All right, U of M.
Good old Block M. Had a lot of conversations about that last night, Burks. That was interesting. So, Michigan's over/under is 8.5. So I mean, New Mexico, the Oklahoma game, that is a massive swing game.
I think it's going to be a rock fight because, like, I'm not sold on OU at all, man. And
I mean, honestly, I'm not.
But I'm also like Underwood against a Brent Venables defense is going to be tough.
The thing is, though, is the game is at night. It's at night. You know what I'm saying? Like that game to me is going to determine whether Michigan maybe makes the playoffs or not. If they beat Oklahoma, they'll have a shot because you look at the rest of their schedule.
A lot easier than last year's.
Yeah, I mean at Nebraska, which I'm sure Nebraska is going to be like the crowd's going to be insane for that game.
Mm-hmm.
It always is. That honestly, this game right here, that Michigan at Nebraska game. Do you know what would happen if Nebraska wins that game?
Oh man.
Do you know what would happen? I mean, I'm just saying, like Nebraska fans all over the internet, we're back. It would be an explosion. An absolute and utter explosion. Especially if Michigan beat Oklahoma and then Nebraska beat them. So, I don't know, man. Like, those are two really big games for Michigan, at Oklahoma and at Nebraska. You win those games, you're 4-0. Then you've got this stretch, 9-0. I mean, USC, I don't know, maybe. It could happen. But that's not a hard stretch there, right? Really, look at that schedule. After Nebraska, that schedule's dirt easy, dude. Dirt easy. It is so freaking easy. Washington's at home. At Michigan State's easy. Purdue's easy. Wisconsin's easy. At USC, maybe. I don't know what USC's got. Then at Northwestern, at Maryland's nothing. Ohio State. So it's like you beat Oklahoma, you beat Nebraska. There's a shot they're 11-0. Shot. Legitimately.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going 11-0. I don't.
Should we give USC the win?
Do you think they go 9-3, or do you think they're better or worse? Because I mean, the schedule's so easy. I mean, I just don't know.
I'll say they slip up against SC, and then I don't know. Do you think could they actually beat Ohio State?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't think
how much better. How good is Underwood going to be at that point? That's the question.
I didn't think they were going to win last year. Last year, they didn't even have a QB. Michigan did not even have a quarterback, and they beat Ohio State somehow.
So
I mean, it still baffles me.
I'll go 10-2 with losses to Nebraska and USC, but they beat Ohio State and Oklahoma.
I'm not going to say who they lose to, but I'm just going to go 9-3. I'll go 9-3. Somewhere along the way, whether it's Oklahoma, Nebraska, Ohio State, USC, I'll just say 9-3. I don't know if Brown's that good, and with Underwood being that young, I think I could see some slip-ups. I mean, who knows? Maybe even Michigan State can shock them somehow in the rivalry game. You never know. Go 9-3. Could be wrong. Do better than that. I will. Mm-hmm. Definitely, at the end of the season, say, hey, I should have said 10-2, 11-1, whatever. I'll go 9-3.
Let's go to Northwestern before we go to Nebraska.
Dude, oh boy. This is another low one, man. Northwestern 3.5 on their over-under, which is just absolutely sad. I mean, here's my thing. It was a cool story that year. That Northwestern was pretty good. It was good.
Which one? What do you mean?
Yeah, you remember the coach they currently have his first year.
Oh yeah.
Coach, they went like 7-5.
Oh, we need to do Minnesota too, Dave. We'll do Minnesota soon. Okay.
But yeah, Northwestern though. Yeah, we skipped Minnesota. Sorry.
I know. I usually just click a team that was on like their last page, and then we're.
Yeah, we'll definitely go to Minnesota for sure. Yeah. But yeah, Northwestern. I mean, like they had the one good year with David Brown. I honestly don't even know what his last name is. It's spelled like on, but it might be Brown. I don't know. But the coach they got, all right, he had a good first year, and that's cool. But after that, we did do Michigan State. Yeah, we did get to them.
We had them 5-7.
Yeah. But yeah, Northwestern though, I mean, they had the one good year, and then after that, like they've sucked again. And it's no surprise that they sucked again because of the fact that you look at the West being gone. And now they're playing tough schedule. I mean, look at the teams they got to face. Some of them. I mean, some of them aren't bad. I mean, UCLA is not terrible. Purdue's not bad. But then you've got Penn State, you've got Nebraska. You got Michigan, Oregon. I mean, even at Tulane, like legitimately, Will, let me ask you a question. If you're a team like Northwestern who's trying to make a bowl game, why would you play a game at Tulane?
You're playing against another sports school. I don't know why else. Like,
I don't get it. I mean, because to me, this game doesn't help you at all. You win this game, great. But if you lose this game, you've basically just destroyed your chances of making a bowl game. I mean, I know people are giving Curt Cignetti flack with the Virginia game, get rid of it.
I mean, it's Virginia, though. It's not like you're playing a good team. You're playing Virginia.
I understand, but the thing is that you don't need it, though. I mean, because you look at it from Curt Cignetti's point of view, non-Big Ten games, the SEC plays 8. The SEC plays 8, and then they usually play one tough non-conference game. So that's 9 tough games. The Big Ten plays 9 games. So why play a 10th game? I mean, honestly,
if you're comparing schedules, like if Virginia's good, that could help. Like it could only help because you're going to beat Virginia.
I get it. I mean, that's a good way to look at it, too. But I understand Cignetti's point as well. I mean, there's no point to play that game. It really isn't. When you're already playing tough teams in the Big Ten. I mean, Indiana's going to have one of the better schedules in college football this season, even without Virginia. If Virginia was on this year's schedule or the Louisville game, they're going to be up there as one of the harder schedules. It's not like that hard, but you get what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, they're playing 4 quality teams, like 4 really good teams. And then the other Big Ten teams are still quality enough. I don't know. To me, I get it. I get why that they got rid of it, even though it sucks and I hate it. But this playoff era now, it's all about making the playoffs, all about making bowl games, whatever. So I get it. But to me, I'm just saying Northwestern, that playing at Tulane and probably losing, it doesn't do you nothing. It just doesn't do you any good. So
yeah, I'm going 3-9.
Sure, 3-9.
I'll say they lose to Tulane but beat Purdue.
They'll beat Purdue. Yeah, Northwestern's not going to be that good. I mean, when they got rid of Fitzgerald for the whatever stuff, that ended their success mostly. Minnesota, so getting to Dave Valensky's favorite team for sure. We got Minnesota always being inconsistently consistent at being inconsistent. I don't know if that makes sense.
I see a 4-0 start here.
Sure, I can see. I mean, at Cal, man, that is such a great game. Honestly, though, right? Like you're saying with like Indiana, Virginia. So I know that. I get it. I still know why Cignetti did it. But you've got like Minnesota at Cal. I love those type of games. I do. I mean, even though I know why teams are getting rid of them because it doesn't help you. And then look at the time, 10:30. Like it's so late too. They could go 4-0. And then you got Purdue, that's 5. Michigan State's maybe 6. The over-under for Minnesota, I know it's probably like...
I'm going 8-4.
The over-under for Minnesota is 6.5.
Okay.
So you scroll back to the top again, please, if you don't mind. I'm going to go through this. I'm legitimately going to check. So Buffalo, Northwestern... Cal, I guess, Rutgers, Purdue, Northwestern, Michigan State, Nebraska, man, that's the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's the game. Nebraska is a possibility because it's at home. What did they do last year? What did Minnesota go last year, Will? Do you remember?
I'll bring it up. 8-5.
Man.
Remember that Carolina game?
Oh my Lord. Minnesota. As a North Carolina fan, even though I talk about them less than Indiana and Alabama, but I am a fan of North Carolina. But we should not have won this game. What was this game? Minnesota blew this game. Absolutely blew this game. I honestly was irritated for Minnesota. You know what? I'll go 8-4. I'll do it. I'll give Ski Ma row the boat. I'll give Fleck 8 wins because that schedule is pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
It is. So I'll go 8-4.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't like it because I don't think Minnesota's like that great, but that schedule is undeniably not hard. So 4. Somebody's got to go 4. I've been low on a lot of teams, so I'll give them 8 wins. We haven't done Nebraska yet, right?
No, Nebraska.
All right, so Nebraska.
Cincinnati, bro. If they lose that Cincinnati game,
oh yeah, they cannot lose the game. They cannot lose. So Nebraska is at 7.5. Their over/under is actually 7.5. So you gotta win this game. And it's such a weird game too to be an Arrowhead.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
I don't know.
I mean, what do these two teams have to do with Arrowhead?
It's in the middle, I guess, between both. That's it.
Not really. I mean, kind of. Like Nebraska's like up here, and then it's like over here. I don't even know if I'm doing this right. Okay, Nebraska's here, and then it's like Arrowhead's like kind of here, and the Cincinnati's like way over here. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. I don't know.
I mean, Cincinnati's in like southwestern Ohio, right? So I guess that's why.
I don't know. I just don't like it. I wish this game was either at Nebraska or at Cincinnati. These type of games I like played,
I wish they had the Big 12 championship still at Arrowhead instead of at Jerry's World.
That's fair. Gotta win that game, though, if you're Nebraska. Then Akron, HBU, like, whatever.
Michigan.
I'm telling you, if they're 3-0, you know how much hype this game's going to get?
Mm-hmm.
Both teams are undefeated. I'm just saying, this is one of those hype the heck up type of games, right? You're talking about Michigan being 3-0 with a win over Oklahoma. Nebraska beat Cincinnati, and they're both 3-0. Nebraska might be ranked. Michigan for sure will be ranked. They are going to hype this game. Sold out crowd like it always is in Lincoln, but the crowd is insane. And I'm telling you, man, if Nebraska wins this game, the fans are just going to go on cloud 9. I don't know. I think it's possible, Will, they could win that game, but I wouldn't count on it. But it is possible. So then after that, you've got Michigan State, you've got at Maryland, at Minnesota. I mean, those are all winnable games. Minnesota. And then Northwestern's easy, USC at home. This schedule's not hard, man. It's not hard. It's not that bad. Do you think they go 8-4? Do you think they're capable of going 8-4?
Let's do loss. They're gonna lose. I'll go 8.
The schedule's easy.
They're gonna lose a couple stupid games, but I still, I'll go 8.
I can see them losing to like Minnesota and USC.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it. I'll go 8-4. I don't like it. I want to go lower, but that schedule's just easy. It's not hard. Honestly, if Matt Rule does not go 8-4, Nebraska fans are going to be mad.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we're doing Purdue. Yeah. Purdue sucks, and Barry Odom. And you see why Signetti said what he said, Odom, because you're playing Notre Dame. Still, I know they're rivals and all, but you're rivals. But bro, what are you doing? I mean, you're gonna get cooked in that. You're gonna lose by 60. It's not whatever the rivalry was called. And is it That's not the Shillagag or whatever it's called.
So there's the Jewel Shillelagh is the USC game. Just the and the Purdue one's just called just the Shillelagh.
Okay. Yeah, whatever it's called. I thought it was. I pronounced it so wrong. It shows how much of a Notre Dame fan I am. Sorry, but I completely butchered that. You know the lore, man. I was.
Purdue was born in Notre Dame's side in the 60s, and
yeah. Explain to me though why Purdue and Notre Dame are rivals and Indiana and Notre Dame are not. Why?
I think Purdue's closer to South Bend.
They are, but still, like they're in the same state though. We could have like a cool name, like you said, Shillelagh or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we could have like Shillelagh, like.
I'll chat GP. I want to look it up.
Yeah.
Why does Notre Dame play?
Weird, man. I just don't like Purdue. It does nothing for Purdue to play this game, though, man. It doesn't help them at all.
Purdue supported Notre Dame football program during World War II. Okay.
And Indiana didn't. Unreal.
Notre Dame and IU have had a rocky relationship, especially during the era when IU was reluctant to schedule Notre Dame in various sports.
Well, Indiana.
So Indiana probably wouldn't schedule Notre Dame like Michigan did because of the anti-Catholic sentiment. That's probably part of it.
Well, I will say that you've seen though with Indiana that they play Notre Dame in 2030. I don't think that game. I don't think it's gonna make it. You remember they scheduled it about 2-3 years ago. Allen and them, I was shocked he did, but Indiana plays Notre Dame in 2030. In 2031, but I don't think that game's gonna make it. But yeah, that kind of sucks. I mean, I will say it'd be cool if Indiana and Notre Dame were rivals like Purdue. But I mean, the thing is, though, I mean, can you legitimately call Purdue Notre Dame's rival right now when they blow?
Like I can call them a rival with like Joe Tiller days, but
yeah, they're not good right now.
They're not good. What was Joe Tiller's record against Notre Dame? Because he played them when Notre Dame was bad.
Probably pretty good then.
Yeah. Could be close to 500. 5-7, yeah.
5-7. That's pretty good. I mean, especially considering how much worse of a program Purdue is than Notre Dame. That's not bad. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, like looking at the part of the schedule I can see right here. I mean, I don't see a lot of wins.
I'm seeing two. I'll give them. Ball State's pretty bad, aren't they, for Mac? I mean, they aren't Penn State bad, but I think they're. Yeah, so I'll give them 2-10.
Sure. And hopefully have the 66-0 win by Indiana over Purdue. That'd be amazing. I need more of that. I need to see more of that. So 2-10.
And then we'll just go Ohio now.
Ohio State, I mean, they're going to be good, like always. I mean, it's just the way it is. Their over-under's 10.5. Do you think they beat Texas? I mean, you don't even have to make a prediction, but, like, you don't want to. But, like, that game is going to be a lot.
I'm leaning Ohio now, but yeah. I'll go 11-1 with a loss to Michigan.
That at Washington game though, and the at Illinois game are tricky.
I mean, their schedule is harder.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think that at Washington game could be very tricky though.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a night game. If it's a night game, I mean, you know about Washington. Their stadium's loud. I mean, it's loud. I know Ohio State's way better than them, but honestly, I feel like that's a game Washington could win. If like they ball out, like they give it 110% for that game.
At Illinois could be. I mean, At Illinois could be tricky.
Penn State. It's at Ohio. I don't know, man.
I think they'll lose one game. They could go
Oregon wants to
10-2. They could go 10-2.
I'm going 10-2.
I guess we'll go 10-2.
I was gonna go 11-1, but I mean, if they could lose to Michigan and then maybe like at Washington or Penn State or something, I'll just go 10-2 with a freshman, quarterback. It could happen.
Mhm.
It's gonna make Ohio State fans upset, I know, but I think I still make the playoffs. So I mean, it's not bad. I mean, different era now, so I'll go 10-2. So up next we have, I believe, Oregon.
Yeah, we'll go Oregon next.
Oregon's 10.5 as well, just like Ohio State, which I'm sure you probably don't agree with that because of Dante. Depends on their schedule. Oklahoma State, it's a weird game, but probably a loss for Oklahoma State big time, man, because the Gundy era is falling apart.
Yeah, it's
So that would have been a good game like 4 years ago. That would definitely have been a good game a few years ago. State's a win, dude. I'm sorry, Beavers fans. If Clint Moses is still in the chat, we appreciate you being here, Clint Moses. But yeah, that's just not happening.
yeah.
Never know. At Iowa's interesting. Penn State's, I mean, that's tough, man.
I'm going 10-2. I'm seeing they lose to Washington and Penn State.
The Washington game's on the road.
Yeah.
Could you see a loss to Iowa or Indiana?
They could lose to Iowa or Indiana too, man. This is an easy.
I'm saying either 10-2 or 9-3. I'm like
Yeah.
Teeter because I think the talent of their team and Lanning, I don't think Lanning's bad, is 10-2. But that at Iowa game, I don't know. I just don't think. I mean, it is biased, I know, but I just don't think Indiana's a slam dunk. I think favored by 2 touchdowns right now, according to, Vegas, like early odds. But the thing is, that could change if Oregon's like rough out of the gate and Indiana's looking really good. I mean, I think it could end up being almost a toss up. But we don't know, though. I mean, Oregon could be way better than Indiana and blow them out. I don't know. But I just think those 3 road games, though, at Penn State, at Washington, at Iowa, those are hard. I know Iowa's not good, but, I mean, it's still tough to travel all that way.
And who knows? Their quarterback could be good. Their like Gronowski, he might be.
I mean, I had Iowa going 6-6, but even still, I mean, even though I'm not high on Iowa, I still believe Iowa could beat a team like Oregon. They could at home. I don't know, man.
Should we go 9-3?
I mean, it's how much you believe in Dante Moore. I mean, I think the team's 10-2, but I think Dante Moore. Do you think
We'll go 10. We'll go 10. They just have too much talent.
I'll go 10-2. That's fair. I wanted to go 9-3, but I mean, I think, like you said, they're too talented. I mean, I think that talent might be enough for Iowa, not winning. I'll go 10 reluctantly. Now, Penn State, the class of the Big Ten this year. Everybody, number 1 team in the Big Ten. It's this their year. It's James Franklin gonna finally be coach of the year or whatever. They're 10.5, obviously. I mean, you think they beat Oregon because it's at home, and that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, that is fair. They're gonna win the 3 non-con games. Those are easy as fuck. At UCLA, easy. Northwestern, easy. At Iowa, kind of like with Oregon, it's tough. Ohio State's probably an L because they can't win. Indiana, you never know. At Michigan State, Nebraska, Rutgers. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'll say 11-1, but I'm a little tentative. I'll go 11-1. I mean, Franklin just doesn't get upset, and they should win. Oh, why is my trackpad being weird?
That Penn State Minnesota game last year, though, man, they almost lost.
Yeah,
like they did what they were supposed to, right? Like Penn State lost to Ohio State, but they beat everybody else. But they almost lost to Minnesota, this close. And even when Allen was like at his worst, Indiana gave him some games. So somebody's going to almost beat him, just whether they do or not. Typically, like you said, though, James Franklin does tend to beat everybody but the Buckeyes. There's been lately, though, like 1 game where they struggle, and that could be like
they're struggling against USC as well. Remember that.
USC, good point. USC, I remember that now. But that Minnesota game, the loss that game. I really do not want to go 11-1, but they're probably going to go 11-1, so that's fine. I can see 10. Oregon might not be that good enough to beat them in Beaver.
Yeah. I mean, remember it's a night game too, which will help Penn State.
Game, so yeah, I mean, I'll go 11-1.
Yeah.
Reluctantly. So
we never did Rutgers.
Yeah, Rutgers. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be as high on Rutgers this year because I think I've heard their schedule's harder, way harder than last year. They're over.
Well, they don't start off hard.
5.5. Their over under's 5.5. No, it doesn't start hard. It's 3-0.
Not that. Oh, they do end hard. They end hard though. But
you got Ohio State. You've got
those are 3 losses.
Illinois. You've got Oregon.
No, it is pretty hard.
Do you see 6? Because, I mean, you got the 3 non-con, then you got Maryland. The 3 non-con of Maryland and Purdue, that's 5. Do you see a 6th? Minnesota on the road.
Five. No, 5 and 7.
Sorry, Greg. Greg Schiano's not making a bowl again. I think 5 and 7 as well, man. Because I mean, to me, their only other winnable games after Purdue and Maryland would be Iowa or Minnesota, and I don't think they're beating those teams. Probably. So,
I think they beat Minnesota at home last year, but it's away this year.
Yeah, I'll go 5 and 7. We got a couple teams left. Yeah, we got UCLA. Yeah, got 4 teams left, and then Notre Dame. So UCLA, I know their over/under is like not probably that.
They have to win Utah.
5.5 is their over/under. And yes, starting out with an intriguing game, and that game is on late that night, right? Late week 1, 11 o'clock. So there will be some eyeballs in the game. Man, that's a swing game because everybody believes Whittingham's going to bounce back. Like I've even seen some people say, like, "Oh, they're going to make the Big 12 title game." I don't know if they're going to do that or not, but that is a big swing game.
They're getting their quarterback who transferred from New Mexico. People are high on though Utah's quarterback. Yeah. They're a new one.
Do you believe in that guy more or Nico?
I just don't know where Nico's head's going to be at.
Still don't know why Nico transferred, man, because of money. I still think that was a really foolish decision. I mean, he should have stayed at Tennessee, man. But that's my opinion.
All right, well, let's go 1 win, 2 win, 3 win, 4 win. Oh gosh.
Bad. Look at the ending stretch, man. You've got Indiana, Nebraska, Ohio State, Washington, USC. I mean, could they win any of those? I mean, oh boy. I mean, yeah, you got Nebraska and Washington at home, but the problem is that their home crowd's not even that good.
I don't see it.
Didn't they win 5 games last year?
Yeah. They upset Nebraska.
Of course they did.
They beat Nebraska and Iowa, didn't they?
I think so.
Look.
It's either 4 and 8 or 5 and 7 for me.
They beat Rutgers, Nebraska, Iowa, and Fresno. I'm going 4 this year, though. Sorry, Bruins.
I'll go 5 and 7.
SC.
I can see 5 wins. I'll go 5 and 7. USC, though, they are at an over/under of 7.5, so still not very high. I mean, it's got to be an 8-4 type of year, right? I mean, they got.
So they got to go for SC. They have to go on a 4-0 start.
Oh, no exception. I mean, that at Purdue game should be close. Do not play with food per se, right? I mean, you got to win that game. Michigan State should be a win. At Illinois is a big game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, this 4-game stretch.
Mm-hmm.
4-game stretch. You got at Illinois, then you got Michigan and at Notre Dame and at Nebraska. That's sick.
They have to win one. They have to win one.
You got to win one. Then you've got Northwestern win.
Mm-hmm.
You have Iowa and at Oregon. And then you
No,
it's not good, man. I'm not seeing 8. I am not seeing 8.
You're not. If they don't get 8, I feel like Riley has to go, man.
Do you see 8 wins here, though? I don't. I mean, you think like Oregon, Notre Dame, Michigan, Nebraska.
They blew the Michigan game last year.
Oh, they blew that game.
They have to win that. I say they have to win the UM game. That's at home, off of a bye. If you're a SC fan, I feel like you need that win.
Especially if you're coming off a loss from Illinois.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta have it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with what's coming up next.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I'm not.
You're seeing 7. You're seeing 7.
I'm not seeing 8, man. I'm not. Just to me, you look at Illinois, Michigan, Notre Dame, Nebraska, Iowa, and Oregon. I mean, that's 6 tough games. And to me, I mean, how many of those teams are better than USC? Oregon's better. Notre Dame's better. Illinois is probably better. Michigan arguably is better. And then Nebraska and Iowa, you could say USC is better. But at Nebraska is not going to be easy. Especially if Nebraska is legitimately better. I don't know. I mean, they got a great recruiting class, but it's not going to kick in yet. Those guys aren't going to play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going 7-5.
You're going 7-5?
Yeah.
I'll go 8. I guess I'll go 8-4, but I don't know. They're gonna need Longstreet to play well down the stretch. I do not trust Mayava at all.
No. I don't think he's the guy at all. No.
All right, and then do we just have Wisconsin left?
Fans. I'm sorry, Trojans fans. We got Wisconsin and Washington and Notre Dame left.
Mm-hmm.
So Washington, they're over under. I think it's like 6.5. I think 7.5. 7.5 according. Win. Washington
Should be a win without Mateer. Mateer cooked them last year, but
slightly tricky. But yeah, with no Mateer, they're probably going to be significantly worse. That game, I'm telling you, man, that Ohio State game's big.
Mm-hmm.
Still early in the year, you never know. You can catch them off guard.
Mm-hmm. Now, the Huskies did not win a road game last year, so they're gonna need to have to be better at that.
They can beat Maryland on the road. I mean, they better beat Maryland on the road. It's coming off Ohio State, but my goodness, I mean, Maryland's not going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, see, but the thing is, they've got the easier teams, though. You've got your Marylands, your Rutgers, your Wisconsins, your Purdue's. You've got all those easier, and UCLA. I mean, I see why people are saying Washington could be better. Schedule.
Should we go 8?
They've got a lot of their tougher games at home. They've got Oregon at home. They've got Ohio State at home. They've got Illinois at home. I mean, they can win 2 of those.
Mm-hmm.
If they win 2 of those, they're going to have a good year.
Mm-hmm.
If they beat Oregon and Illinois, or somehow beat Ohio State at home.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan, they're probably not winning that game. I think Michigan will get revenge on them from last year. But if they beat Illinois and they beat Oregon, then I'll see how they really could go worse than 8-4. Because, I mean, their road games are not hard. They've got at Maryland. They've got at UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
At Wisconsin's, not easy in the jump around, but Wisconsin's not good.
Yeah.
So that's not hard. That is not a hard schedule for Washington. Games are easy. That's what you want. You want your harder games at home, and you want your easier games on the road.
Mhm.
That's the type of schedule you want because at least you're going to have a shot in your harder games. You know what I'm saying? I think Washington, if Damon Williams is not bad, if he is what people think he is, if he ends up being good, they could definitely go 8-4, 9-3
Mhm.
schedule. But I don't know.
All right, so we're going 8. I'm going 8-4 for the Huskies.
I'll go 8-4. I don't want to pull 9-3, especially he's still an unknown Damon Williams. So I'll go.
Now Wisconsin, I think, could go 3-9 with the schedule.
Wisconsin's over under. It's in the third. It is low 5.5. Shockingly, according to Vegas, I don't know how, but I mean, like Trojan Fights. Appreciate you being here, Trojan Fight. They have 5 straight ranked games at the end.
Brutal.
Oh my lord. Ugh. Bama's an L, big L, just a massive L. Maryland maybe could be a win. Michigan's an L. Iowa's probably an L. Ohio State, Oregon, why? Ugh. Oh gosh. Ugh. Yeah, they're cooked, man. They're oof. Yeah, Wisconsin's cooked. Fickle's their history. I mean, I barely seen 3 or 4 wins here, dude. You think you think
3-9.
Sure, 3-9. I mean, I'm with you, dude. This is bad.
They'll win these 3.
Schedule.
They'll win Maryland, Miami, Ohio, Middle Tennessee. They'll lose the rest.
Do you think they have the toughest schedule in the Big Ten?
I think this one's the hardest.
I don't think I've seen one worse than this. Like, I'm sorry, Luke Fickle, man. I mean, honestly, if they go 5-7 or 6-6, Wisconsin needs to give him another year. If he does, it's not about record here. This is about schedule. Like with Florida, Napier, if they made a bowl game, like keep his job. They did. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with the case of Wisconsin, if he goes 6-6, dude, I mean, keep. I don't think they will though. That's insanely hard.
Who's the other? I'm trying to think of the other one that could have been this hard. Who else had the hard one?
Iowa's wasn't easy.
Rutgers wasn't easy, right?
No.
But no, it was definitely easier than that.
That's hard, but Wisconsin's is harder. I think.
And for the Irish, I mean, I'm hoping 12-0, but probably 11-1.
So yeah, looking at Notre Dame, they're over under. I would assume it's 10.5. Yeah, 10.5. The only 4 teams with 10.5 over unders according to Vegas is Penn State, Ohio State, and Oregon, and then Notre Dame. Those teams with the highest over unders. And I mean, you've got what's the first game Notre Dame's got again?
At Miami.
That's it. Yeah, that game. So they got Miami, then A&M. Honestly, those are probably their 2 hardest games. Maybe. Right out of the gate. Do you like that? Because honestly, I feel like even if somehow Notre Dame went 0-2, which would be bad, but if they did 0-2 here, if they won the rest, do you think they get in the playoffs?
It depends. I think it depends how the teams they lost to, how good they are, and if one of Arkansas has a better team. Arkansas or USC is better than expected.
So, like, if Miami and A&M, for example, both made the playoffs, and Notre Dame lost, like, 1-score games to them, yes, they would make the playoffs. I think they would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I know they started out 0-2, though. You'd be sweating bullets with that bet. I would be like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. So I still can't believe you did that, man. That was crazy. But, yeah, I mean, for your sake, though, I hope Notre Dame definitely makes the playoffs. I'll go 11-1. I guess. I mean, they are a bit of a question mark with QB.
I mean, if you look at CJ Carr in the spring game, like he has all the tools. I feel like he has all the tools. It's just decision making and like he can make the better throws than like pretty much any Notre Dame quarterback I've seen in a while. He's
just young. That's the thing.
It's decision making, not turning the ball over.
Like Troy V said, remaining teams are not that good, at least hypothetically. 0-2 be a tough hill to climb. It would be, but it's better to lose early, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, I mean, look at Notre Dame. They lost to Northern Illinois, and they still ended up 5th.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So it's like, it's just one of those things where losing late's worse.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Like, remember the last year, the 14 playoff, Alabama lost to Texas, and then they won out. They made the playoffs, and Georgia lost to Alabama, and they didn't make it.
Yeah.
It's like losing early is better, theoretically. Burks, we got a.
Oh my gosh!
Burks. I'm not gonna read that. I mean, if it was a super chat, I'd read it probably, but still, I'm not gonna read it just for the sake of good old YouTube algorithms here. But but that is funny though. That is a legitimately hilarious comment. Burks. But yeah, I will go for Notre Dame 11-1, but I do think they could go 10-2, but I'll go 11-1. That bad of a schedule. I mean, there's a lot of tricky games because you got like at Arkansas, USC. I mean, it's not easy, I guess, but I mean, legitimately Notre Dame should win those games. They're not that hard. A&M, I mean, Notre Dame should win that game. Should, and it even helps a bye after whatever happens against Miami. But I mean, realistically, Notre Dame shouldn't lose to Miami either.
Yeah.
Technically,
I'm a little worried about Miami running the ball well against us, but I think we'll be all right.
Notre Dame theoretically should go undefeated like they should have last year, but I don't trust Notre Dame to go undefeated. They're going to lose the game. Even like if they beat Miami and A&M, they might still slip up down the stretch against someone. That's what kind of Notre Dame does. They have perfect seasons. Very rarely. I'll go 11-1.
Trying to think if there's anything else we should talk about.
Only thing I can think of is the North Carolina to the SEC. If you like to touch on that real quick.
Oh God, yeah.
And then probably I guess wrap it up soon because get kind of late.
Yeah.
But definitely fun doing it. But UNC to the SEC. I don't know if you want to talk about that real quick because I'm kind of intrigued. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Honestly, like, do you think it's going to happen? Are you surprised that UNC's the first to make this major rumor out of it over like Clemson or Florida State, Miami? I mean, what do you think on it?
Florida State fans gotta be like freaking out over this, man. Like Florida State and all of them trying to pull that move.
Yeah, it's honestly crazy. Yeah, I just don't understand like UNC being like the big target here for the SEC. I mean, I understand there's appeal. Like basketball's good,
academics, basketball.
The academics are good. The university's massive. Like UNC's got a lot going for it, but it's not a big football school. And to me, I mean, I've said this before, but doesn't UNC feel like a better cultural fit for the Big Ten? It just feels like a Big Ten university. It doesn't feel like an SEC university. I mean, how many teams in the SEC are like UNC?
Florida, maybe. That's it.
I mean, there's not a lot. So
Florida and Texas, yeah.
Like Hummus said, and this is a good point, North Carolina is a growing state. I live here, I should know for sure. And you are absolutely correct, Hummus. North Carolina is booming. I mean, Charlotte, Raleigh, I mean, they're talking about North Carolina getting the baseball team finally. It's a growing state. It's definitely now one of the most populous states in the country. It's in the top 10 now. You've seen electoral votes all the time, tons of people. So, yeah, I mean, it makes sense, I guess. I mean, but if North Carolina leaves, it's going to be a domino effect, right? Like the ACC's cooked at that point. Like you're gonna lose your Clemsons and Florida States and Miami's. They're not staying. If North Carolina leaves, and yeah, the ACC would end up being worse than the Big 12. The Big 12 would be the better conference at that point. But do you think it's going to happen right now, or do you think it's all bluff, or do you think it legitimately?
I don't think it's going to happen for a while.
See, I'm with you. I don't think it's going to happen either. I don't. But I could be wrong. I just don't understand why, of all teams, it's UNC, though. Like, you think it would be Clemson. You think it would be Miami, Florida State. And UNC would be like, because I've always said my tier list of what I had in my mind of teams that would leave the ACC, it was like Clemson, Florida State, Miami were your top teams. And then you got like UNC, Georgia Tech maybe in your next tier. And then after that, maybe Virginia Tech, Louisville, I don't know. But then after that, like all the teams are just kind of bad. They're not really good, and they're not programs that really would help the Big Ten or the SEC at that point. So to me, I just feel like North Carolina, I just didn't expect to be tier 1, which maybe they're not tier 1. Like I said, all this could be bluff. We'll see. I'm just shocked, though. I was shocked to hear the news and how legitimate they made it seem. Like they're saying Bill Belichick and UNC, like, oh, it looks like it's going to happen. They're going to go to the SEC. But, I mean, they were talking about this with Florida State a while back, and, remember that rumor? I even made a video on it because it seemed so like legit at the time. You remember Florida State and Clemson to the Big Ten? That whole deal. Yeah, that was a big deal for a bit, and then that died down. So maybe all this is not actually going to happen right now. Maybe it could happen eventually. But to me, like Hummus said with Georgia Tech to the Big Ten, I just felt like Georgia Tech and UNC, if they did leave, would go to the Big Ten. Those universities feel like Big Ten teams to me. They just don't feel like SEC teams. I know Georgia Tech, rivalry with Georgia, and where it is geographically, academically, and how the universities are, they feel like Big Ten schools. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting, but I just hate it because the ACC is going to die if they lose these teams. I mean, I'm sorry, but Pittsburgh and Syracuse and Boston College and Virginia just don't prop up your league, man. None of those schools are that good. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'm really worried about the future of the ACC. I'm really worried about, even maybe the future of the Big 12 as legitimate conferences. If more moves are made, I don't really know if the Big 10 or SEC really want anyone from the Big 12. I don't really think so. I mean, I know some people have said Kansas because of basketball. The Big 12 just kind of seems like it is what it is. They're just a bunch of mid programs. No one really wants them. I mean, maybe if Tech invests a lot, maybe the SEC will take Tech. Maybe the SEC will take Tech. I don't know. But I don't really see Tech being it. They're not A&M or Texas. They're not even close to the same level. So I don't know. It's just the ACC and the Big 12. They're on shaky ground, especially the ACC for their top programs. If they lose those big schools, it's all she wrote. It's over. So.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. This was a lot of fun. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon.
Absolutely. Appreciate everybody for being here. Subscribe to Will and D or my YouTube channel, Only Talk Sports, if you haven't already. Definitely going to be doing more live streams with Will in the future. We got to do our Big 12 predictions maybe this week. If not, though, I will be live, as promised. I will be live. Appreciate the super chats. You guys are amazing. Definitely always love you guys in the chat. It's always a blast, and it was great doing the show with you, Will, and hopefully we can do our Big 12 predictions soon, and can't wait for the start of college football again. Appreciate you being here, everybody.